Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone in the YouTube world. Welcome back to The Lost Lion. I really hope you guys enjoyed these episodes and this whole series. It was really fun to make, and obviously I loved the trip, and I hope you guys did too. So today we will be talking about my 3-night experience on the beautiful Disney Wish, which was built in 2022, and it holds 4,000 passengers. And so in my experience, it was at full capacity, and even then it didn't feel full. So let's get into the main points of what I loved, and then just a few minor things that I didn't love too much, but nonetheless it was super worth it, and I'm going to recommend it to you. So stick to the end of the video, and I promise I will show you guys something that not too many people know about, the secret deck on the Disney Wish. It'll be a fun one, so stick to the end and let's get to the video. So number one, I actually loved the experience just getting on the ship and the check-in process. It was super easy because waiting in line for about 10 minutes to check in, then once you walk on the ship, it was such a great experience for anyone because walking on, they actually announce your name.
But you can say Woman Leo. Woman Leo? Yeah.
Yes.
Introduce
Thank you. Thank you very much. They cater to your needs. They just come up to you. They ask you questions. And once I went to the front desk to ask a few questions, they actually came up to me and walked me to the front desk. So pretty cool experience in itself there. You really feel like you're at home, and just very catered to the overall customer. And I just love that off the bat because not many cruise lines do this. Now in my experience, I have been on 9 cruises in my total cruising career, if you want to call it. With 9 cruises under my belt, I can say that the Disney Wish is probably top 1 or 2 most beautiful ships I've been on. It is super elegant, it is beautiful. The layout is amazing. You can walk easily throughout the ship. It's a mid-sized ship, so it's pretty walkable. You can find things and you will never get lost. I didn't get lost. I probably got to know the ship in a couple of hours. I was able to find my way, and the maps and the apps were pretty easy to use to get throughout the ship. So I loved the overall layout. And I can't say that about other ships, but specifically for the Disney Wish, it was super easy. Like I said, very beautiful and attention to detail. The hallways were just full of details of Disney characters and the designs of everything. Even the stateroom was beautiful, elegant, and smelled great in that ship. So that's going to be something that you remember. Now let's talk about the dining for a little bit. It was a themed character dining with Arendelle. You have 1923, and you also have Marvel. And those options were spectacular. 5 out of 5 for those options for the dining. Every night it was scheduled, so it was either at 6:15 or 8:15 p.m. I'm going to say that I did an extra dining, which is Enchanté. And Enchanté was probably the best dinner of my life because it was also the most expensive and the most flavorful, and the attention to detail was amazing there, guys. I really recommend Enchanté. It is very heavily priced, but honestly, the detail, and everybody just talks to you. They know you by name. The servers were amazing. 5 out of 5. I really recommend Enchanté if you have the budget to do so. But I'm going to talk about a little bit on the flip side that there was some dining options that I didn't like too much. Some of the food options that weren't my favorite, I'll be honest, the food was kind of common and wasn't as flavorful, was at the fresh and fast food options like Donald's Cantina and Daisy's Pizza Pies. Those were pretty basic. I could see it's very family friendly, and it's more for the kids because it is very basic food in my opinion. So I skipped on it. After that, I didn't go back. So rest assured that all of the food options, I have to give it overall a 5 out of 5. I'm just nitpicking a little bit on the fresh and fast option because the other places were just so great. I have to just comment on something, but either way, it's gonna be a great time. You're gonna love the food there. So I will admit, me and my girlfriend, we went on the ship with no kids, so it was totally a different experience than like a small family with kids. Nonetheless, I saw plenty of activities for kids, such as like the daycare. I saw the water park, the water slides, and the pools, even though they were shallow, very small, and very limited to about 4,000 people. So there was like day 2 when I decided to go on the water slide. It was to my luck that the ride broke down just a little bit, so it was a longer of a wait, but I did wait a total of about 1 hour, which is actually worth it because it was about 45 seconds of really fun lights and shows, and then the water slide was happening. That was pretty cool. But I also tried going to one of the pools. I think it was midship at the very top deck. It was fine for just a little bit until just a swarm of kids just came in and they just took over the pool. So it is very shallow, not necessarily the best for like a young couple, but I'm sure for the families and kids, you're gonna have such a great time taking your kids. There are plenty of lifeguards and plenty of life jackets for you to use there. So now on to my most favorite part of the Disney Wish on this 3-night sailing, and that was Pirate Night. The fireworks show, the whole night, I mean, everything was lit up red, even in the atrium, and the characters came out dressing like pirates. It was so cool, even for the adults like me. The kids had a blast. I mean, everybody was having such a great time. And the biggest just highlight of the whole trip was the fireworks over the sea in the middle of the ocean for Pirate Night, because it was a concert, then it was like a show. Mickey came out, all the characters and friends came out. So one thing I love about the Disney Wish, and I never experienced this on any cruise, is that the characters were meeting up with families all the time. They were taking photos with families and friends and everybody. It was so cool because you would see lines all around the atrium or all around like the ship just in general, because I want to take a picture with Mickey or Minnie or even Tiana. Like there was all these characters just coming out. Rapunzel too. If it were for me, if I had kids, I would have waited in line. But I mean, these lines look like an hour at least. And I also want to talk to you guys about the 3 shows on the Disney Wish. There was one every single night. So Aladdin and Disney Sees the Adventure was absolutely amazing. Those 2 shows, I loved it. I think Aladdin takes a cake for me. Aladdin was a show that it wasn't too long. All the characters were so awesome. The acting was really great and the singing was amazing. The Disney Seas of Adventure was my second favorite. That was just all the Disney characters. Again, they were doing their show. Lots of props. I love just the flow of the show, the singing, the experience. Actually, one negative was that you can't take photos and videos. So unfortunately, I can't show you guys any footage of that. Now, sorry if you guys get mad at me and if you're a fan of The Little Mermaid, but that show was not my vibe. I did not like it. I'm sorry, guys. It was too long. It was about 2.5 hours of just a ton of singing. I felt like the characters weren't acting as great as they could be. And I even saw people walking out of the show, which is very rare. I give it a, probably like a 2 or 3 out of 5. So it's no secret that the Disney Wish or even Disney Cruise Line ships are catered more towards the families. However, as an adult, there are plenty of amenities that the Disney Wish has for the adults to have fun. So don't worry about having no kids. It will not look weird, I promise you. And guys, I have to talk about the last thing, which is the bars. The bars here on this ship are so amazing because each one has their specific theme. I loved my favorites were the Bayou, Nightingales, and the Rose. Those 3 bars are so amazing. There's plenty of other bars, but those had such a beautiful and special theme. I loved the bartenders. They were very talkative and they explained the drinks, the ingredients, all that good stuff. The prices were a little bit on the higher side, but definitely you're paying for what you get, and it's a craft cocktails. They have anything you want, especially in Nightingales. They had a little bird drink that was amazing. It looked like the shape of a bird. Definitely, it's for the adults, like I'm telling you. Lots of bars, and just for a good night out with no kids is such a good idea on this ship. So now I'll tell you about a little secret. If you want to be quiet, don't tell anybody about this on the Disney Wish. There's a little deck called Deck 6 at the very front of the ship where you can have the whole space to yourself. And it's a very beautiful space because you get front row and center with the ocean. It's amazing. So what you do to get to the space is I want you to go to Deck 5. Then you walk to the front of the ship, make your way to the gym, and before you step inside the gym, there will be a door to your right or your left. Once you get there, you go outside. You're still on Deck 5. Now you're going to see some stairs at the very front of the ship. You're going to go up 1 deck, and you're going to find yourself in a big empty space right there at the front of Disney Wish. And it's amazing because, again, you have front row and center, the very tip, all to yourself. I went there about 3 times, and I think I found 1 person there. So that's pretty cool. So it's no secret that the Disney Cruise Line is one of the most expensive. So if you follow cruising at all, you will know that Disney Cruise Line is up there. So like, it's just worth every single dollar, every single penny, because the design, the characters, the details, everything mixes well together. And this is one of the cruise ships that I had the least amount of problems on. So everything was so smooth, even checking in and checking out of the Disney Wish. It was amazing. I loved every bit of it, and it's worth every single dollar. So if you need help booking, if you have any questions, just let me know. You can write me a comment or you can send me an email. I'm always available to help in any quick questions you have. So in my opinion, the Disney Wish, I give it a 5 out of 5, guys. It was amazing. It was beautiful. It was elegant. It was just full of activities to do. My only wish is that I wish it was longer than 3 nights. I should have chose a 4-night, or I should have just maybe done a back-to-back, because I still have lots of things yet to explore on the ship. I know it's on the pricier side, but like I'm saying, it is so worth it. Amazing trip, amazing ship. I would go again and again if I could, and I'm sure I'll be back sometime. And with this, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope if you find it valuable and informative. Let me know if you've been on the Disney Wish. Let me know if you want to go on. That'll be pretty cool to know. Definitely, we'll look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone in the YouTube world. This is The Lost Lion clocking out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.